Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and I am starting right off with this look by applying my Kehl's Ultra Facial Cream, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my Giovanni Facial Prime and Setting Mist and just apply that all over my face. And then to prime my skin, I'm using my Becca First Light Priming Filter Primer along with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I really love these primers mixed together. One gives me like a brightening effect and the other one just allows me to have longevity. And for my foundation, I'm using my Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 220. And to blend that out, I'm going to go ahead and use my e.l.f. Beauty Blender. I really do prefer this over the original Beauty Blender. I really do like the Real Techniques one, but I think I like this one a little more than the Real Techniques one. Now I'm applying concealer, and I'm using my Juvia's Place concealer. I'm in the shade 18, and I also threw a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Sand on top of that, just to provide me with a little bit of a brightening effect. The Juvia's Place concealer it brightens, but not enough to how I like my under eyes to look. And again, I'm going to just go ahead and blend that out with my e.l.f. sponge. Now using my Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder in the shade Casanova, which is just a yellow shade, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye. And then once I'm done setting and pressing the powder into my skin, I apply a little more so that when I go in with my eyeshadows in a little bit, it'll catch all of the fallout. Now to set my foundation, I'm using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Powder, and that is in the shade, let's see, Medium Golden. I really like this powder because it doesn't give me too much coverage. It just allows me to set my foundation without it looking cakey. Now moving on to brows, of course, I'm using the tried and true Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm using it in the shade Dark Brown. To set my brows, I'm using the Colourpop Brow Gel. What was life before this? Because this brow gel is amazing and it's really inexpensive. I will purchase this 10 times over any other brow gel I've ever used. Now for my eyes, I'm going to use the Soft Glam palette, and I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Burnt Orange and just go ahead and blend that into my crease. I blended a little bit into my crease and then I packed some more on just to amplify the intensity of the color, and I just go back and forth from blending to adding more color just so I can get it as pigmented as I want it. I didn't want it super pigmented, but enough to tell that I have eyeshadow on, if that makes sense. Now to blend out those harsh lines, I'm going to go ahead and dip into orange soda and just blend out the shade Burnt Orange with the same blending brush. Then I took a little bit of concealer on a flat concealer brush and I just went ahead and cleaned up underneath my brows. I really do like using this trick once I've applied my blending shade or my crease color. just because it makes it look like if I applied a bright shadow underneath there, and it kind of gives a lift to the brows, as well as gives, I don't know, it gives something to my brow bone. And then I went ahead and set it with the shade Tempera from the Soft Glam palette. And then after I added that brow bone shade, I went back in with the blending brush and I just applied a little bit more of orange soda to kind of diffuse that brow bone color. Now going in with the shade Sienna, I'm going to go ahead and blend that on my lash line and make sure that I kind of smoke it out a little bit, not too crazy, but enough to where it kind of smokes out my lower lash line. And I'm also making sure that I connect that color into burnt orange, which is what I blended in my crease, so that it connects all together. Then I'm going in with burnt orange and I'm buffing out that lower lash line, again, just to provide a more smoked out effect. And it really helps blend out that sienna shade that I applied. And then I'm going to take a flat shader brush and with the color Glistening, I'm going to go ahead and pack that onto my lid. I did not wet my brush for this. This is just me applying the shadow straight out of the palette. And I think that it did a really good job of applying the pigmentation. But also, I didn't want to wet my brush and have like a super shimmery color on my lid, since I'm only applying burnt orange and orange soda in my crease. I didn't want the look to be too intense. I wanted it to be nice and soft and just subtle shimmer. Now I'm going ahead and just blending the lid color and the crease color together, just so that I don't have any harsh lines. Then I went ahead and I took that same color that I applied on my lid and I applied a tiny bit of it on my brow bone, just to give my brow bone kind of like a little bit of glow to it, and it definitely did make a huge difference. Now I'm going to go ahead and just dust off the excess powder underneath my eyes so we can move on to contouring. Oh, just kidding. We're going to go ahead and apply my Morphe eyeliner in the shade Bamboo onto my waterline. This just allows the eyes to look a little more awake, a little more fresh. Also widens up the eyes. I really have been enjoying applying this kind of eyeliner color to my waterline. Now taking the color Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of tightline my lash line, and it also helps blend the eyeliner that I applied on my eyes with a defining brush, I believe. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out just so that there aren't any harsh lines. Alright, now I'm applying my MAC Cosmetics Extended Play Giga Black Lash mascara to my lower lash line. This is my all-time favorite bottom lash mascara. Now, of course, to contour, I'm using the one and only Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. I'm applying this pretty heavily onto my face, but then I go back in with a face powder. I believe it is called, it's my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Face Powder. and it's in the shade N7. I really like to use this trick to blend out my contour because it's a face powder, so I feel like it blends my contour powder effortlessly. Oh my god, effortlessly. There we go. It blends it out really nice, and I feel like I don't get any harsh lines when I use this technique. As you can see, it blends the contour right into my skin. Now for blush, I'm applying my Milani Baked Blush in the color Rose d'Oro. Really, really, really like this blush. Now with a stippling brush, I'm going to go ahead and just use that to blend everything together. Make sure I don't have any harsh lines and my blush and bronzer blend in perfectly together. Now to highlight my face, I'm using one of my favorite highlighters actually, and it's by Fenty Beauty, and I'm using the color Mean Money Hustla Baby. I believe I'm using Mean Money. I don't even know. I can't even tell the difference. But yeah, it's that duo. Obsessed with this highlighter. And the brush that I'm using, I actually got this brush from Five Below, and let me tell you, it is poppin'. Now to line my lips, I'm using my Colourpop Lippie pencil in the shade BFF3. BFF2 and BFF3 are my favorite lip liners by Colourpop. Like, I'm obsessed. Obsessed. And then to fill that in, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Dose of Colors and iluvsarahii liquid lipstick in the color Nude Chica. Then after applying Nude Chica, I'm going to go ahead and take my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Butterscotch. Apply that to the center of my lips and blend it out. And then on top of that, to kind of give an extra glow, give a little bit of dimension to my lips, I'm applying the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Freya. This is more of a shimmery gloss, and I feel like it just adds a little oomph to the lip color. So this wraps up my soft glam makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm really gonna try to focus on creating more content for you guys. I finally have a really good setup that I really like. So yes, leave me a comment down below if you liked this video. Also give it a thumbs up. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.